Hello everyone, welcome to another Python video. We're going to be solving the longest name problem. We're going to create a program that takes an unknown amount of names and outputs the longest name. You'll know that the inputs are done when the user has inputted a string of capital X. This solution is going to be a little different because instead of just creating a variable that's set to true, I'm going to create a condition that is dependent on a string of X. Okay. Then we're going to initialize each name that were inputted, calculate their length, and track and update variables as needed. So, solution. Let's get started. We're going to do some variable initializations. And what we're going to have is name set to an empty string. All right, if we're going to say longest length, 0, and longest name is set to an empty string. So we have initialized E3. This is for looping. And for the answer. All right. Awesome. Now we're going to construct our while loop. And our condition is going to be the following. We're going to say while name doesn't equal the character X. And we're going to keep on looping the inside of our while loop as long as name doesn't equal X. Okay, so as long as this is true. So we're going to do the following. First, get name as user input. That is very simple. We're going to say name is equal to the input function. Enter your name or X to exit. We wrote a little prompt there. We're going to ask them for their name, and we're going to get their name and assign it as a string to the variable name. We can say current length can be calculated by saying length of name. And then we're going to say if our current length is greater than the longest length calculated, we can do the following. We're going to update longest length equals to current length. And then we're going to say the longest name is equal to name. That is the end of our if statement. Okay. And this is all going to happen. All of this is going to happen if name doesn't equal X. All right, if the name doesn't equal X. Then we're going to say else here. That means name is equivalent to the character X. Just going to say print ending inputs. And we're going to say end of while loop here. Awesome. So we have finished our loop. We just have to do our little print statement, but I'm going to do the following. I'm going to say if longest name. We're going to say print f the longest name with longest length characters is longest name. Else print not enough data. All right. This situation here, we are taking advantage of truthy falsy values in Python. Okay, longest name, it is initialized to be empty, and if we never actually get a value, we can say that, well, we don't have one, so we can't actually output this message. Therefore, as long as longest name has a value that is not empty, we will be able to write this output message. Otherwise, if we are not given a longest name because we didn't get to calculate this, we're going to output not enough data. Let's execute this code. All right, so if we're to type X, it's going to say end of the inputs, not enough data. We got these two print statements executing. That was not cool. So in this execution, we can do the following. Sorry, this is bothering me. I'm going to do that. All right, clear, execute my code. I didn't save my work. There you go. All right, Jasper, Park, Marshall, Freya, Evie. And then we can exit by using X. Oh, X. End of the input. So the longest name when this category with a character is Marshall. Okay. In this question here, we were still utilizing this concept of an infinite loop as saying that as long as this is true, we're going to continue to execute. Okay. We only did the calculation as long as our input here wasn't x. So we're kind of doing that twice, but I wanted to show you a different kind of condition where we can legitimately write a Boolean expression here so that our while loop executes. We took advantage of truthy falsy values here as long as name wasn't an empty type variable or empty object. We were able to make this a nice customized print statement. Otherwise, we would have printed not enough data. As always, thank you for watching this video and stay classy.